It's Thursday, February 15th, 2024. Let's talk about the news. From the Associated Press, Venezuela defends military buildup, accusing neighboring Guyana of granting illegal oil contracts. Over the weekend, the government of Guyana accused neighboring Venezuela of moving military assets, including significant hardware like tanks, near their shared border, and the Venezuelan government responded that they were doing so because Guyana's government has granted what they consider to be illegal oil exploration concessions to ExxonMobil. This is a continuation of a feud that began decades ago, when Venezuela started arguing that a significant portion of Guyana should belong to them. That portion of the country, perhaps not coincidentally, containing vast natural resource wealth. This topic bubbles back up to the surface periodically, usually when a Venezuelan leader needs to rile up their nationalistic base. And this modern iteration of the issue is being wielded by increasingly unpopular Venezuelan President Maduro, who recently banned his main competition from running in an upcoming election, and agreed to address this disagreement with Guyana peacefully. The contested Essequibo region is currently home to energy infrastructure that's producing 645,000 barrels of oil a day, and this and other such assets are rapidly enriching Guyana's economy. And if you want to know more about the Essequibo region and the conflict over it, there was a recent Let's Know Things episode on that subject. From BBC News, tear gas fired as thousands of farmers march on Delhi. Police are firing tear gas and deploying razor wire and fences to keep farmers who have descended on the outskirts of Delhi in the thousands to protest crop pricing policies from entering the city. Police have also reportedly fired plastic bullets at protesters who protested in even larger numbers in 2020, dozens of them killed in scuffles with police over the course of a year, their efforts resulting in a promise from the government to establish a minimum price for their goods and to double their income. That promise, so far at least, has not been kept. Traffic jams have already been reported as a result of this protest, though it hasn't yet reached the scale of that earlier version of the same, which blocked highways leading to the capital for months. And from Investopedia, U.S. inflation, more stubborn than expected, edged down to 3.1% in January. The U.S.'s year-over-year inflation rate dropped to 3.1% in January of this year, the lowest it has been since June of 2023, but still shy of the 2.9% level that was anticipated by most forecasts. Inflation is continuing to drop in the U.S. and in most other wealthy countries, but not as rapidly as many experts had hoped and expected, which led to a big stock market sell-off in the United States on Tuesday after the numbers were announced, as traders hoping for a March or May interest rate drop revised their models, some pushing back their projection of the first such decrease until later in the year. If you're finding some value in one-sentence news, consider leaving a quick review wherever you get your podcasts and/or sharing the show with a friend. You can find out more about this show or subscribe to the email version at onesentencenews.com. And you can support this and other related projects, like the Let's Know Things and Brain Lenses podcasts, at understandery.com.